YouTube. What's good, guys? It's your boy TD, and I'm back again with another live, guys. And tonight's live is gonna be my skyrocketing rankings. I'm gonna do that every Monday. Every Monday, skyrocketing rankings is coming out. Guys that I believe that is moving up that you need to be picking. So I got 10 guys, 10 must-have guys. When I say must-have, that means that you just got to go be looking for them and picking them up on your team to make your team better. It doesn't mean that you should be drafting these guys over Jamar Chase or Justin Jefferson or Pat Mahomes, right? So I just want to give y'all context. I appreciate everybody being here. Make sure you hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. This is cutting edge content. Guys, let me know how the volume and now everything else is. If you hear any problems, just let me know because I don't know. I'm not wearing any earphones or anything.
Yes, sir. Okay, so before we get started,
let's talk about some news. Let's talk about some news. Okay, the first thing I want to talk about, Jahmyr Gibbs. Yes, guys, the outstanding, really elite running back is hurt where he suffered a hamstring in practice. So according to Underdog and according to ESPN, this is what they're saying. This is what the coaches are saying. Gibbs suffered a hamstring injury at Monday's practice, according to ESPN Adam Scheffler. The Lions previously said that he left the session early and was being evaluated with a leg injury. They said leg injury at first, but I think they're saying it's a hamstring injury. No details about the severity of the injury are known at this point. David Montgomery and Craig Reynolds are the next two men up for the Lions at the running back position, should Gibbs miss any time. So if Gibbs missed time, David Montgomery stock goes through the roof. Now listen, I love Jahmyr Gibbs. I'm not letting this deter me from Gibbs. I think it's going to help him. I can be able to get him in the second round now. But guys, if you go back to Gibbs' college career, he always missed games with just little nick injuries, right? That's why he's not like a true bell cow. That's why they have David Montgomery there, and that's why they always going to have somebody there. And a lot of you want Jahmyr Gibbs to be an every down running back, 100% of the touches. If he had 100% of the touches, he would be the best running back. It ain't never going to happen. Never. Now, listen, we have games where he take over the game and he get 25 touches. Hell yeah. But he ain't going to never be getting the backfield by himself and they going to bring in a Craig Reynolds and no David Montgomery. He always going to have a guy who can take goal line carries, even if Jahmyr Gibbs is getting the goal line carries. So I know this injury is not saying that correlates, but to me, you always got to be prepared for it with the Jahmyr. So you want David Montgomery there if you are a Jahmyr Gibbs owner. Redraft, dynasty, you always want a running back there to help keep him healthy. Because when he get on the field, he don't need but to touch the ball one time. One time. What's up, Side-Eye Muffet? What's up, bruh? I see. What's going on, Hector? Harambe, what's up, bruh? Always showing support. Appreciate you being here. Big Will in the house. Watch your mouth. Big Will in the house. Watch your mouth. What's up, bruh? So, yes. Jahmyr Gibbs, guys, he is what he is. He's going to be an elite player. I think Devon Achane and Jahmyr Gibbs are the same type of player. Y'all keep saying, well, I'm not drafting Devon Achane because I believe that Raheem Mostert is going to be taking goal line touches. Come on, Raheem, please take some touches from him because when Devon touches, he going to score. He going to score. When Jahmyr touches, he going to score. So, guys, don't be worried about the Jahmyr Gibbs injury. It is what it is. This is what he's going to be. But when he comes back healthy, he's going to play and he's still going to boom. Now, you just want to make sure that he stays healthy. You don't want them to bring him back too soon. So everything's going to be okay. Still get Jahmyr Gibbs, and there the ADP may fall a little bit. The ADP may fall a little bit, so that'll be better for you guys that are targeting Jahmyr. Okay, let's move on to see if there's any other news to talk about before I get to these 10 guys. These 10 guys that are skyrocketing up the rankings. Khalil Shakir, bright spot, even though it was a poor team outing. So guys that got Khalil Shakir, and you talking about he could be number one over Keon, hey, you might be on to something. I'm not now. I still like Keon. I think Keon is going to be a fourth quadrant player. I think he's going to be the number one guy on that team. But, however, Khalil Shakir, that doesn't mean that Khalil Shakir cannot break out. We don't know who the number one is going to be. I'm betting on Keon, but it could be Khalil. Khalil had a good outing in the preseason. So this is after the preseason games. Ravens show you. He says, "What up, TD? I've been lurking, dropping by from time to time, dropping likes. Appreciate that, bruh. Appreciate it." Ian Taylor says, "TD putting in that work. I'm trying to, bruh. Harami says, "Hit that like button, y'all. Let's get the likes up." Kenny 49 says, "Bill Mafia."
Okay.
So let's move on. Let's talk about some other things before we get to the 10 players, 10 guys. 10 guys. Let's see here.
I think that's
about it, guys. That's about it. The matters of offensive player. JJ McCarthy does got knee soreness. I don't think that's too much to worry about. He's a quarterback, so I think he's going to be okay. But JJ McCarthy, the quarterback from the Minnesota Vikings, got knee soreness.
Let's see. I don't see anything
else, guys. I see a lot of defensive players. Geno Smith is not expected to suit up against the Titans. We know Geno's going through some stuff. Marvin Mims found the end zone and win. I like Marvin Mims. He's not on this list, but I do like Marvin Mims. I do think he's skyrocketing up the rankings. Robbie says James Cook is having fumbling issues in camp. I'm not worried about that. He has to push through that. If he can't push through that, then he's going to have to deal with that. I'm not going to worry. I'm going to move him up on the rankings? No, but I'm still taking James Cook. I still think he's a good running back.
But yes, I heard about that.
That's good news. Appreciate that, Arambi. Yes, sir. Juan Moreo. Sorry if I'm killing your name, bro. Glad to see you. He says, Keon Coleman, best connection with Allen. I believe so, too.
Yes, sir.
I'm worried about the coach. I am, too, man. McDermott will bench him because he weird like that. Lab McConkey, we know he dressed, but he didn't play. Zach Moss back on practice field. I don't care nothing about Zach Moss. Chase Brown, to me, is still the guy. I'm still going to get Chase Brown out of Zach Moss. That's just how I see it. Jerry Jeudy returned to practice Monday. I'm not even going to say what I'll say about Jerry Jeudy. I'm not even going to say it because I just don't want to disrespect guys. I hate doing that. I played the game, so it's hard for me to call guys nicknames. Kadarius Toney back at practice. That's another guy. I'm not going to try to kill him either. But they got to do better, man. Kadarius, you got to do better. You have to do better. Let's see.
Luke Musgrave
started the exhibition opener. I like Luke Musgrave, the tight end from the Green Bay Packers. I think he's going to be a good late sleeper for tight ends. A lot of sleeper tight ends out there. Tight end position is deep. Pause. Tight end position is deep. Javonte Williams looked good in the preseason. He might be the starter. It might not be Audric Estime or Blake Watson. Look like Javonte might get that starting role. Now, if he finishes the starter, we don't know. But he looked decent in the preseason. Malik Neighbors considered day-to-day with an ankle injury. I'm not worried about it. Just, he twisted the ankle, whatever. They just maintenance. You don't want him to push him through too much, make sure where something bad can happen to the ankle. So he's going to be okay. We worried about week 1. We're not worried about preseason.
Xavier Leggett
returned to practice. So I think he has a chance to be the number 2 wide receiver there for the down the field target guy. Let's see, Evan Hubb, backup running back. I think he's going to win the backup running back role for the Colts. Anthony Richardson didn't look good. Now, I'm not saying not to pivot off of him, but I need to see a little bit better passing than that. He looked better last year. So we're gonna see, right? We're gonna see. Not telling you not to take them, just be considerate.
I think that's about it.
Guys, I want to get started onto the list. I don't want to hold y'all up too late tonight, as we do. It is a work night. Okay. So, guys, if you have any other news, you can put it in the comment section. I'll read it out. But I'm gonna try to get through this list, and I'm not gonna hold you up. It's gonna be kind of fast. I want to give you a bunch of fluff, as y'all call it, right? A bunch of fluff. Only time I like a bunch of fluff is when I'm in the sack.
I said what I said. Yeah.
Kenny says Gibbs hurt in today's practice. Right. I talked about that earlier in the live. Yes, sir. Okay. Guys, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe to this channel. This is cutting edge content. All right. The first guy that I want to talk about that I believe that is skyrocketing up the rankings and skyrocketing up my rankings. Now, listen, he ain't like top 24. I'm not even going to say he top 32 at this position. I would say he top 50. But I think he's a high-end dynasty buy low, per se. And far as wide receiver, and it's Dontavius Wicks. Yes. Now, listen. Dontavius Wicks is probably the most complete stereotypical wide receiver for the Green Bay Packers. Romeo Doubs is a great route runner. He's probably a little bit better than Dontavius Wicks at running routes, but he doesn't have the ball skills, I would say, that Wicks potentially has. And he doesn't have the size that Wicks have. So Wicks' potential is better than Romeo Doubs. Wicks' potential as a pure route runner and a prototypical wide receiver is better than Christian Watson. His route running is better and his size is better, pause, than Jaden Reed. But again, I'm still going with Christian Watson, not because Christian Watson is going to run better routes than Wicks or Romeo, but Christian Watson has something that nobody can teach, and that's athleticism. Going down the field, making big plays in the rounds, outrunning everybody on the field. So that gives Christian Watson a niche, as long as he's healthy. Wicks, on the other hand, is a guy, if Watson goes down with another hamstring injury, we're like, Watson career probably over. He ain't going to never be able to stay healthy. Then Wicks going to be that number 2 guy. It's going to be Romeo Doubs and Wicks. And then Christian Watson, if you come back and you healthy, we'll use it, but we ain't worried about it. We moving on with Wicks. Wicks can play.
I think Wicks
might end up guy. They might not even depends on what happened with Christian Watson and his injury. They might end up choosing Wicks over one of them guys because Wicks' potential is like that, man. He can run routes. I mean, he's 6'3". I mean, he fast. I mean, he got it all. So I think this is a guy that you should be stashing as a wide receiver. This is a guy that should be on your bench and redraft. This is a go get this guy in Dynasty right now.
Chris Vela says
30 punt, 40 punts. Yes, sir. Yeah, Packers are going to be a problem. Yep. Juan Marino says Judy is a solid sleeper. Watson seems to like him. I don't know, man. I don't know. I think he's gonna be okay. But yeah, I like Deshaun Watson, but I'm not high on Jerry Judy. I need to see it first. Big Will says stack them Packers. Yes, man. It's a lot of guys to stack. Pause. It's a lot of them to stack, bro. Or stash, however you want to say it. Okay, let's move on with no more fluff. Let's go. Number 2. Now listen, guys, I got a bunch of this position coming up. A lot of these guys, and they all look good. That lets you know how the NFL is transitioning. Jaden Daniels. Yes, Jaden Daniels, guys, he looked good. So last week, when watching him play, showed me that he poised in the pocket, and that's the only thing that I'm looking for. Did you see that deep ball? That's NFL elite right there. He showed, woo! When I saw that deep ball, I was like, damn, man, that's Pat Mahomes, Drew Brees'. Like, that shit right over the basket, boom, in there. With the touch, that was elite right there. That's elite. I said the guy was accurate, and he is. He accurate, man. These quarterbacks now coming in the league as rookies, they've been passing about ever since they've been like 5. When I grew up, quarterbacks, they didn't let you throw until you was like 11, 12. You basically ran the option. No matter if you could throw or if you was slow, you ran the option. Now these guys are passing at 5 years old. You go to a game, a peewee game, they throwing screens and shit. They throwing the deep ball. So these guys are coming in the NFL. They already ready. They ahead of Drew Brees and Peyton Manning and Eli Manning and Dan Marino. Because Dan Marino, them boys didn't start throwing the ball until they was like 13, 12, 11 years old. These guys are throwing the ball the whole career. So Jaden Daniels, guys, I think if you want to go and stack your team, get an elite running back and wide receiver and a tight end, and then come around 7th, 8th round, get Jaden Daniels, I think you can win your league because he's going to be safe enough to where you don't be like your quarterbacks are not producing bad. You can still keep up with the elite quarterbacks, but you can be better than the next team by your running backs and your wide receivers. So you can beat them at the running backs and the wide receiver position when you target a guy like Jaden Daniels.
So, moving on.
The next guy is another quarterback, and it's J.J. McCarthy. Now, listen, this is a deep stash best ball type. Will he eventually get the starting role if Sam Darnold is not making the playoffs? If he's struggling a little bit, yes, J.J. McCarthy will come in the game, but it's not going to be early. So in best ball, this is a guy you can take as your 3rd or 4th quarterback just to see what's going to happen. Maybe he can win your league because he get hot at the end of the season and he's starting. Also, in redraft, people who are kind of worried about him, maybe you want to trade one of like Jaden Daniels and go get J.J. McCarthy and go get several other pieces. Like whatever you want to do, but J.J. is going to be okay. These quarterbacks, I'm telling you, they are different now. They built different. They ready to pass the ball in the NFL. We saw it with C.J. Stroud. We saw it with Justin Herbert. And now the more, these guys going to come out ready to dot people. So I think J.J. McCarthy is a guy that you need to have your eye on. Now, I'm not telling you to wait late and pick him in a single quarterback league, but I think he could be a quarterback that you could stash depending on your league format. It might not be worth it in every single league, but don't let nobody else pick him up if you think he's going to come out and start playing and starting. So he can play. If you don't worry about him playing, he's okay. He's going to be solid. So moving on to my next guy. My number 4 guy is going to be
Okay. All right, I'm back.
I apologize about that, guys.
Yes. I'm going to go ahead and tell you
now. Michael Penix is on that list, Hector. He's the bonus guy. I'm going to go ahead and say it. Michael Penix is on this list, too. He is the bonus guy. So the next guy's going to be Caleb Williams. Listen, Caleb Williams was dotting guys. Like, guys, I'm going to tell you the throw. I'm giving y'all the gas right here. This is for my members. But I'm going to go ahead and I'm not going to hold back. This is the throw that told me that this guy's going to be great. And I mean, it's going to be great if he stays healthy. It was 3rd and like 8. And they ran double split where they had the tight end or the fullback and the halfback on each side. And they was going to chip. They make sure he had the time. They went for a 3 wide receiver route. And they wanted to chip, make sure he could have time and protection. So he did that. He waited. He was waiting for the deep end cut. And that's one of the big time NFL routes that wide receivers run. Because it basically, if you in zone, you can't guard with a guy coming behind you and coming across you. So it's going to be an area in there where the quarterback.
Let's see here. I think having connection problems. Guys, I apologize.
I don't know what the hell is going on with the live. I don't know what's going on with the live. But okay, let me finish. But yes, so when the guy ran that route, when he got past the corner before he got into the linebacker territory, Caleb Williams hit that window, and that's a professional window. That's not a college. A college window is huge. Like you got like 7 or 8 yards of space in college. In pros, it's like 4 to 5 yards. And Caleb Williams dotted. I don't know who it was. I don't think it was DJ Moore, but he dotted that guy right there. Boom! And the guy got low, and he protected him. I said, uh-oh. He got it. That's what it takes. That's the difference with the pro ball. It ain't just throwing people open. It ain't just throwing guys that's wide open. You do that in college. They're going to design the plays, and then guys will get open. But in pros, you got to anticipate. So you know the guy running the routes, and you see that lane that's going to be open, but you got to wait to the timing that he's going to be ready to catch the ball, and the defense is not going to be ready to intercept it. And he threw that ball. Even though it was preseason, you still got to have that in your mind. Those are areas of the field that you got to have to make throws on 3rd down, and he did it. Caleb Williams is ready. So, guys, I'm telling you right now, one of my strategies that I'm going to do, I got a few more drafts that I'm doing. I'm probably going to have a draft where I wait super late and get Caleb Williams as one of the last quarterbacks off the board. Now, he might not make it. I might get sniped, so that's going to be dangerous. Because I might say, I'm waiting. I'm trying to fill my team up. And then, boom, a guy that's a Caleb Williams fan, he go and snatch him up.
he go and snatch him up.
And that could happen. So I'm okay with that. I got to be ready for that. But plan B, right? Plan B, you know. But anyway, that's one of my strategies now. I'm waiting late to get Caleb Williams, and I'm stacking my team. I'm willing to do it with Jaden Daniels, but I want Caleb Williams. I think Caleb Williams is going to be more of a prototypical quarterback, kind of like Pat Mahomes. He's going to be, I mean, guys, he got it. I saw it. I saw a little bit in college, but I mean, that when he went scrambling, he threw that damn dot. That's Patty. He might be, listen, I'm saying he might be a better passer of the ball than Pat Mahomes on the run. Pat Mahomes is accurate too, but Caleb might be deadly. He might be the most accurate quarterback we ever saw on the run, and I think he is, guys.
I think he is. So anyway, I don't want to
Go into all the fluff, but I do like Caleb Williams. That's a strategy. Wait late on Caleb Williams and draft these studs. All right, let's move on to my next guy, and this is another quarterback, and it's Bo Nix. That's one of my sleepers that we did on Fantasy Football After Dark, me and Arambi. And I believe Bo Nix is going to be good because of his coach. I trust the coach. Did I like Bo Nix at Auburn? Oregon, I know he was okay. He had a good arm. But if he can get with Sean Payton, he can turn him into a professional quarterback. And I'm willing to go and draft this guy as a super flex number 2, number 3 quarterback if I had to. I'm not saying get Caleb Williams and Bo Nix, but I'm saying if you got Pat Mahomes and you wait late in super flex and pick up Bo Nix, I think that's a good option. He's probably going to start from the beginning of the season, and they're not going to sit him down as long as he don't go and throw a bunch of 5-pick games. If he have 2-pick games, they don't care. They just want to see him getting better. And I believe this team is going to be a team that you are going to be fearing in the fourth quadrant because Sean Payton teams are dangerous. Remember, Denver beat Kansas City last year with Russell, last name Wilson. Russell, last name Wilson. They beat him with Russell Wilson. So yeah, guys, I like Bo Nix. Yes, I'm back, bro. Thank you. Michael Penix was impressive. Yes, he was. That's my bonus guy. I'm telling you right now. All these rookie quarterbacks, they ready to play, guys. They good guys. I can watch the game. Michael Penix, if he sit, he could be like Jordan Love. He can be one of those guys. I think the ball comes out of his hand quick. He just got to keep working on his pocket presence. It takes a while now, but Caleb Williams, I think he gonna have it. He got it, man. He just like that. Caleb looked fast. He did. He looked like he could read the defense fast. What you think about Bo Nix? I just did Bo Nix, bro. Bo Nix that's the guy I'm talking about right now. Bo Nix is gonna be the starter for Denver probably the whole season. I'm willing to let him be my second quarterback and super flex and stack my team. That's when I say stack your team, that means that you getting top of the end flexes because everybody else is going quarterback, you waiting late. Now somebody else might have that same game plan, so be careful. These rookie quarterbacks are moving up the rankings.
Okay.
So let's move on to my next guy. My next guy is going to be Xavier Worthy. Yes, guys, Xavier Worthy. And the reason why I like Xavier Worthy is the Marquise Brown injury. Now, I liked him before, but now he might get a few more targets. Pat Mahomes going to run around and try to throw deep balls, and Xavier Worthy is going to be that. He's not going to be no consistent, give you 7 or 8 catches a game. That's going to be Rashid Rice, Travis Kelce, but the guy's going to get 4 targets and probably score at least a 1 deep play or score or have a long touchdown each game. It's probably going to be Xavier Worthy until Marquise Brown comes back. So Xavier Worthy, guys, he's a good pickup. Okay, moving on to my number 7 guy. It's going to be Tank Dell. So I think Tank Dell is going to be the number 1. Now, I say that where I don't really know, but my feeling, I think he's just the most talented. I think Nico Collins is like that. I think Stephon Diggs is been one of the best wide receivers in the league the last 5 or 6 years. But I believe that Tank Dell is special. Then you could say it was a preseason game. It doesn't matter. The way he scored, you just don't score like that. If you are okay, you get man, he's special, guys. He's special. I think you should be waiting late. If you want one guy from the Houston Texans, I think Tank Dell should be the guy that you drafted. Guys, make sure you hit the like button. So yes, Tank Dell. I love Tank Dell. Get Tank Dell. Moving on, guys. My next guy, my number 8 guy is going to be Travis Etienne. Yes, Travis Etienne is moving up, guys. Let me tell you why. I think they're gonna use Travis Etienne. Travis Etienne gonna catch like 60 to 70 passes. They finally gonna use him in the pass game. I think he's been working on his hands. He's gonna be good this year if he can stay healthy.
So I'm
Taking as a squeeze opportunity. I'm taking Travis Etienne and Tank Bigsby. I like Tank Bigsby as a backup plan if anything happens to Travis Etienne. Tank Bigsby looks very explosive. What's going on, Wig? Glad to see you. Hit the like button. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. Ethan says, there are a lot of guys there, and I'm loving the Bears. I'm scared I ain't going to be able to get them. Right. You probably won't, man. People are moving Caleb Williams up the...
I don't know why it's
going in and out. I apologize. But yes, I think Bo Nix is going to be a good redraft quarterback. Like, if you got, say you get Jared Goff and then you get Bo Nix as a backup quarterback, I think that's not a bad strategy. You could always flip Bo Nix if you get hot or on a bye week, and he can be getting a lot of garbage points. And garbage points win fantasy football championships. And when I say garbage points, that's basically mean that you behind the whole game and you just chunking it. You just chunking it. And then in the fourth quarter, if you up, the defense plays cover 4. They basically give up a bunch of. They're gonna give up 150 yards in the fourth quarter if they beating you by 2 touchdowns, because they're not gonna try to play press man in the fourth quarter unless the game is tight. So I like Bo Nix. I think all these rookie quarterbacks are going to be solid, just depending on what level that you want. Bo Nix is not Jaden Daniels and Caleb Williams level, but he's the next tier down from that quarterback.
I don't know. I might
take Bo Nix over Will Levis. That's just me. That's a great tomato. I'm taking Bo Nix over Will Levis because there's no pressure on Bo Nix. It's pressure on Will Levis. All right, moving on, guys. I talked about Tank Dell. I love Tank Dell. Isaac says Eric Gray looks good. He do, but I still think Tyrone Tracy is the backup guy. I think he got carries against some of the starters, where Eric Gray came in and they kind of took out the starters at that point in time, but Eric Gray still looked good. He probably still going to make the team. I think he could be a good kickoff return type guy. I think Eric Gray might be back deep on kickoff return.
Him and
Tyrone Tracy.
Okay.
Moving on. Yeah, I talked about Travis Etienne. Etienne is my guy. I think Etienne is going to ball out. I'm getting Tank Bigsby and Travis Etienne. Travis Etienne is moving up my running back rankings. Am I willing to take him over Derrick Henry at this point in time? No, but it's getting close. It's getting close.
The only reason why I'm taking
Derrick Henry is because he doesn't have an injury risk. Travis Etienne has an injury risk. But if I could get Tank Bigsby, I might be willing to take Travis Etienne in a full PPR league over Derrick Henry.
Over Derrick Henry. Ethan says stacking, not
sticking.
Right, I got you.
I'm stacking Tank, Nico, and Stroud. I think they got Diggs to be cute, and Tank or Nico are going to have an all-time season. I see Tank as like a mini Antonio Brown. I can see that. But listen, they got to give Stephon Diggs the ball. You see how he is. He already, hey, I got it. And CJ, like, everybody over there, like, come on, man. Don't start that shit. Don't start that shit, bro. Don't start trying to tell CJ Stroud who to throw the ball to. Guys, it's inevitable. He's going to do it. So he's going to get some targets. He's going to have some gains. But I think the coach, he's a younger guy. He's about my age, or maybe a little bit older, and he's going to sit down and tell him, say, listen, we love you, bro. Don't be trying to fuck up our quarterback out here. Like, our quarterback, he's a young guy. Don't be trying to get him to force feed you the ball. He's going to throw to who's open. And they're going to have a sit down. Because this dude, he already on CJ ass. So, pause. Lonely B says quarterback 10 and quarterback 20 are always closer in fantasy points than quarterback 1 and quarterback 10. Facts. There are a lot of QB 10 type guys. You speak them facts, Lonely B. Speak them facts.
Okay.
I got 2 more guys for you. Number 9 is going to be Braylon Allen. Yes, guys, Braylon Allen. Braylon Allen from the New York Jets. I think, guys, you got to make sure if you got Breach Hall, you got to get him as a handcuff. I don't think he's going to play that much to say he's a squeeze opportunity, but I think he's definitely a high-end handcuff. I think he's going to be good if whatever happens, if something bad has happened on Breach. Knock on wood.
So yes, I like Braylon.
Now, he looked good in the game. He had like 4 carries for like 50-some yards. So this guy was getting off. Strong, young guy. He's only like 19, 20 years old. Young guy. Not many carries, not a lot of yardage on him. No sloppy seconds there. Pause.
So yes, guys, be picking up
Braylon Allen. Number 10 is going to be Jalen Wright from the Miami Dolphins. Jalen Wright from the Miami Dolphins. And the reason why I like Jalen Wright, guys, I think this guy is a great handcuff if Mostert or A-Chain goes down. He's fast.
He fits
this scheme.
So basically,
these are guys that you need to have on your bench. These, after you drafted your 10, 11 players, go get guys like Jalen Wright, Braylon Allen, Tanks Bigsby. This video is not on these guys, but these are some handcuffs. And I'm going to do a video. I'm probably in the morning when I wake up. I'm probably wake up super early. And I'm going to do a video on 10 handcuffs that you must have. And I'm probably going to rank them from 1 to 10, like really rank them. Guys who are the best handcuffs down to all the way to the 10 guy. So I love Jalen Wright. He looked good in this preseason game.
All right, so guys,
I'm go. I think I got one comment. I actually ain't got no new comments because I didn't want to do a lot of fluff, guys. On this video, I got to prepare. I'm gonna do a video, not a live. So I wanted to do some. I got to prepare for this video that I'm gonna do in the morning. So,
yes, if you got any questions, let me know,
guys. If not, I'm gonna get ready to get out of here.
Let me see. Let's look at the tomato.
Tomato says Caleb Williams. So people are going with Jaden Daniels over Caleb Williams. I'm not saying that's crazy. I'm not gonna sit there and say that's crazy because Jaden Daniels got rushing upside. I'm going with Caleb. I'm taking Caleb. He showed me that. It don't take but like 2 throws for me to see to know who I'm going with. Lonely B says, I read somewhere that since the NFL went to 17 games, the average starting running back has missed 2 games. So a good handcuff, you can expect 2 games out of. Facts. That's just the numbers. But I agree with that. Harabi says, what you think of Justin Fields' situation now? I still like it. I'm still targeting Justin Fields. And if he doesn't he's not the starter right away, I'm okay with that. You're not targeting him as your number 1 quarterback. You targeting him as a guy who could come in and be a league winner at a certain point in time of the season. So if he starts from the beginning of the season, that's great. If he doesn't, I don't think you should be worried about that.
I still love Justin Fields.
He's already been climbing up the rankings. I just had to move some of these other guys up. Ethan says, tomato, Aaron Rodgers, Baker Mayfield. We can do that. Y'all in the Geek Club tonight? Nah, bro, ain't no Geek Club. I don't want to overdo it. You know what I'm saying? I want y'all every time when I do those type of lives, I want y'all to be able to enjoy it. So, TD on one. It's time to get my popcorn. If I do it all the time, bro, I ain't gonna be. It's gonna be like, all right, TD, what you got tonight? What you gonna say tonight? I know you just gonna get on here and just be silly. Now I gotta bring it at certain times. I'm not gonna. Sometimes I'm gonna go and just give y'all the guys and list them, and we can keep it moving. And sometimes I'm gonna be.
I'm not geeky
enough to be in the Geek Club. Sometimes I'm gonna give you that. I can't give you that every time, bro. I can't. You know what I'm saying? I can't give you the Stephen Curry shoot from half court every night. Other than that, you're gonna think it's an easy shot. Thoughts on Gibbs and David Montgomery with the news with Gibbs hamstring. David Montgomery is good. Yes, Geek Club is off today, right? Yes, man. David Montgomery it's okay with Gibbs. That's just what's gonna happen, guys. That's what Gibbs is. A-Chain is the same type of guy. I love A-Chain. I'm still taking A-Chain at his ADP, which is like 210, 2.7, 2.8. I'm still taking A-Chain there. I think I should still take Gibbs between the 2-1 and the 2-3 because he's gonna be explosive for you. He's gonna make explosive plays. But if you thought Gibbs was gonna beat David Montgomery out, I guess now you're getting nervous. He was never gonna be getting 90% of the carries and giving David Montgomery 10% unless David Montgomery started fumbling in the game, or David Montgomery was playing terrible, couldn't get no yards. But usually you want a running back to help keep Gibbs safe, and that's why they have David Montgomery there. So right now, guys, that's why I told y'all, if you get Gibbs, you need to be targeting David Montgomery. That's a squeeze opportunity. Have I made the Devon A. Chain be a squeeze? No, because I don't believe the Raheem Mostert is going to get all the carries if Devon A. Chain went down. I don't think it would be that type. I think Wright will still be there. There's only a very few squeeze. Kenneth Walker, Zach Charbonnet. That's a squeeze opportunity. Trey Benson and James Conner, squeeze opportunity.
What happened with Malik
Davis? An ankle injury. He's going to be okay. He's just taking a, they don't want to precaution. They just don't want to run him into the ground, right? So he's going to be okay. It's all about week one. It's all about week one. Guys, make sure you hit the like button. We got 26 people in here. We only got 14 likes. Let's get the likes up.
Okay. So
Ethan wanted to do Aaron Rodgers and Baker Mayfield.
being Senate
He's gonna be okay. He's gonna be a tight end that you get late. Let me see. I'm gonna run this. I ain't gonna wait on here too long, bro. We might not get that many votes, but we'll still do it.
We're still gonna do it. All right. Okay. So we're doing A-Rod. And we're doing Baker.
Patty cake, Baker's man. Roll around, throw him in a pan. That's Baker Mayfield's theme song.
Baker Mayfield. Okay. There we go. Robbie says,
How early we taking DJ Moore now? I'm still taking him about the 4th round. I still want him to be a raw. I think if you could get him as a wide receiver 3, I think you winning. I don't think you want him as your wide receiver 1. But if you do got him as your wide receiver 1, you need to have 2 elite running backs. So it all depends on your bill, man. It all depends on your bill. Ethan says, what happened to Dameon Pierce? He fell off so hard. I feel like, yeah, man. Hey, you got windows. If you miss your window, that's how life is, bruh. Same thing like when you a female. Like she could be liking you and you start slow playing it. I got her and I'm just going to slow play her. And next thing you know, she going out on a date with another guy because you took too long. You missed your window. When you see the window, you got to take advantage of it. Sometimes you could be good and you could be the guy, but you can miss your window. And I think Dameon Pierce missed his window. But also, just like there are many fish in the sea, sometimes you can go and back and you can move on and you can find something even better. So maybe Dameon Pierce goes to another team and somebody gets hurt or they give him the full workload, kind of like Devin Singletary. Look at Devin Singletary 2 years ago. We thought he was he's an okay back. He can't be a starter. He's a second tier guy. And then he's the starter for the Giants. That can happen with Dameon Pierce. He could go to another team. They go, like, you know what? We're going to give you opportunity. We like the way you ran. You came in when got hurt. Look at Zach Moss. He balled for the Colts. Then he got a deal. We thought Zach Moss was going to be out the NFL when he was with Buffalo. So you can come back and get another window, but that window for the Houston Texans is failed. Now, if Joe Mixon gets hurt, maybe Dameon Pierce can ball. I'm definitely drafting Dameon Pierce at the end of my draft because I'm taking all running backs. Anything can happen with a running back. All running backs I'm taking them all. T-Man, what's up, bro? He says 4th pick this year shouldn't go Breach Hall. 4th pick this year shouldn't go Breach Hall. Let me see, man. Let me look at my rankings real quick.
4th pick
of the draft.
let me see.
See here.
Let me see here. League here. Okay. 4th pick to me. I think it depends.
I think it should be Amon-Ra St. Brown if he's still on the board over Jamar Chase and Justin Jefferson.
I'm going with
Amon-Ra. Now listen, Amon-Ra is like my number 2. So my top guys right now, bro, is Tyreek Hill. It's my number 1 pick. I'm taking Tyreek Hill. My number 2 pick is Amon-Ra St. Brown. My number 3 pick.
It depends. If you want to go CMC
right there, you could. I'm not going CD Lamb right there, but I'm willing to.
Maybe B. John Robinson.
I'm willing to go B. John, but to me, I think Amon-Ra St. Brown is going to be there for your number 4 pick in most drafts. So I'm willing to take Amon-Ra St. Brown, or CMC at your number 4 pick. And
CMC probably won't make it up, but
I know Amon-Ra will. I like Breach, but I also like B. John Robinson too. So I think if you went with Breach, I think you would be okay. I think B. John would be okay. Lonely B says Zach Moss and Chase Brown are good tomatoes now, and their ADPs are basically the same. I don't see how. I'm not touching Zach Moss at this point in time when I'm trying to get Chase Brown. If Chase Brown is on the board, I'm not even looking at Zach Moss. Chase Brown is off the board. A lot of the players are gone. I might pick up Zach Moss then. I'm taking Chase Brown. As soon as I heard in camp that Chase Brown might be their number 1 bell cow type guy, I haven't thought about Zach Moss since then. Zach Moss is irrelevant to me as long as Chase Brown is healthy. That's just me.
Handcuff?
I don't know. Is he worth the handcuff? Is other handcuffs out there that's more optimal? Tank Bigsby, Miles Sanders, Tank, those type of Chuba Hubbard, like those type of guys might be worth more than Zach Moss to me. I just think Chase Brown is that guy.
Should I go?
He said, should I pick Breach Hall? I would say Amon-Ra St. Brown, T-Man. I would say Amon-Ra St. Brown. Ethan says, that's why in Dynasty I go crazy with receivers since I feel like running backs windows are tiny. They are. You trade for running backs, but you draft wide receivers. Trade for running backs. I'm with right now would be a great time to trade for Derrick Henry and win a championship. This would be a fantastic time to do that. That's what I would do.
So I'm willing to
trade first-round picks, 1 first-round pick for running back. Right now, CMC, that'd be a great guy to trade for right now. Now, if you traded for him 4 or 5 years ago, you had to give up 3 firsts. I'm not doing that. But right now, when he's old and he's hurt, I'm going to get you. That's how I see it. I'm trying to get a bargain. I'm looking for the Walmart prices.
Hector says,
keep an eye on Jordan Whittington. Yes. Man, listen, it's a lot of guys to keep an eye on, man. I'm not going to sit here and every guy to get off and talk about them. I got to stick to the guys that I'm watching that I see getting off. But I'm not going to sit here and act like y'all ain't going to say a guy that could get off and ball out. Of course. Arambi says Justin Jefferson may be a underrated. Yes, bro. Well, we know what he is. He ain't bro. If he's the number 1 wide receiver, you can't sit here and search for the number 1 guy. And if you don't get the number 1 guy because he went at the 1.7, you messed up. You can't search for that. You got to go with your guy. My guy is Amon-Ra and Tyreek. So if they be number 1, I won. If Jamar Chase be the number 1, I'm not gonna be upset. I know what he was. I know what he could do. Justin Jefferson, I'm not gonna be upset. Now, Jahmyr Gibbs is the number 1 player overall. That's when I fail. I'm like, damn, guys, I didn't tell y'all that he could be that. That's when I fail. But I'm not worried about or Tank Dale be the number one, like that type of shit. That's when I'm like surprised. But I can't make everybody. I can't draft Jamar Chase in one draft and draft Justin Jefferson in another one and draft Tyreek in another one and draft Amon-Ra and then draft Breeze and draft Breeze. Listen, take the guy who you think gonna be number one. My guys, I think Tyreek, and I'm also going with Amon-Ra. I don't want to go Amon-Ra number one. I don't want to go with him number one, but I'm going to go Tyreek number one. Then maybe B-John. I'm willing to go with B-John number one. B-John going to catch 70 passes.
B-John going to get 70 passes.
So, like I said, I got my 2 or 3 guys. Maybe, you know what? Thank you, Harambe. You giving me an idea for a video. 5 guys that you should be considering for number one overall. Thank you, Harambe. That's a great title, bro. 5 guys that you should be considering for number one overall.
Yes, sir.
Ethan says facts. Right now, I'm doing a trade for James Cook for like a bag of chips. Right. That's what you do. I hear the Tesla, they messed up on the truck and somebody passed away because they ran him into the river.
Let me buy how much of that?
$185, $385. Click. Let me buy that because that was $500. Let me buy that stock right now. That's how you do it. You got to buy low. Bitcoin. Oh my God, I heard that we going in a recession. I hear Bitcoin is going to go to zero. Well, guess what? I got $5,000. I don't care what happens to it. I'm going to blow it anyway. Let me buy that. Click $5,000. Let me get that stock.
I'm buying low
on Alvin Kamara. I'm buying low on James Cook. Who else? Any player that I can get. CeeDee Lamb. Are you nervous? I'm going to get him. T-Man says, you think the rookie wide receiver at Jacksonville going to go off this year? Yes, bro, but it depends on what you want. I love Brian Thomas. I think Brian Thomas is a jump ball guy. That's why they got rid of Calvin Ridley, because Trevor Lawrence need jump ball guys. He did it with T. Higgins. He had a lot of 6'4", 6'5" wide receivers outside of Hunter Renfrow. Hunter Renfrow was like that too. So I like Brian Thomas for deep balls. Pause. I think Brian Thomas is going to be good. He's going to give you that 3 catches for 85 yards and 2 TDs. That's his game script. And that's what I'm willing to bet on him. I'm not drafting him where I depend on him more than that. Don't draft him as, I got Brian Thomas. He going to get 8 targets a game. And then he's going to go to 10 catches. Brian Thomas might not never be a 10-catch guy. But guess what? He's going to be a 5-catch guy, and he scored 1 for 80. That's what his game, and that's what I try to break the game for y'all like that. Y'all only see guys like Jamar Chase, who's going for the deep play, but also getting hyper target. There's 3 or 4 different facets of the game. You got the Hunter Renfrows, Jacoby Myers type, where they going out for short passes a bunch of times a games. Then you got your Devontae Adams types, where I'm a route running and I'm getting 12 or 13 targets like Stephon Diggs, Devontae Adams, Garrett Wilson. Then you got your speed demons, and you got your Christian Watsons and Brian Thomas and those type of guys. And then you got your overall Justin Jefferson. I can do anything, and I got the ick factor. I'm just special, like Jerry Rice, Justin Jefferson type. It's plenty of different types of wide receivers, so you got to understand, be able to draft these guys and know what they're about. That's why I don't drop guys just because they didn't ball out. DK Metcalf, when I draft DK Metcalf, I don't worry about him providing 15 catches a game. I just want him to have a boom play. If he have a boom play, he won for me. Good job. If he give me 15 points and he hit 1 big bomb, I'm okay. If he get 2 bombs, I'm probably going to win this week. That's what I draft DK Metcalf for. I don't draft DK to be out there like Devontae Adams and getting 15 targets. I don't want him to do that. So Brian Thomas is a deep threat. Kitty, you might have forgot, but did you do the barbershop stream yet? No, I'm still on it. I got to talk to my barber. I'm going to do it. I don't know, Ethan, if I want to do it live, if I want to record the video and bring it together and then let somebody edit it and do it. I don't know if I want to record it off my cell phone and then also off my my camera and just record it and then let my editor bring in different aspects of the video. I might just record it I don't know what we're gonna talk about. I don't know if we're just gonna do fantasy. I don't know. But yes, I still want to do the barbershop stream.
Rock out says,
How
how
about rags to riches?
what you mean?
By that, rock out. By what title?
Ethan says,
I was just thinking about that today in the barber chair. Like, damn, I was looking forward to that before. Right, I'm gonna do that. I'm definitely gonna do it. I just want to know what the title. I got to think about everything out. How I'm gonna do it. Make sure I get enough streams. I don't want to pay $400 or $500 to get it edited and make sure it looks really really good, and then
it's not the right title.
it's not gonna. I want it to last. Right. I just don't want to do it for week 5 waiver wire ads. Right. I want it to actually last and be able to continue to do it. Maybe I might do it once a month or something like that. Right.
Appreciate y'all being here.
Like sleepers that can boom. Right. Okay. Okay. Rags to riches. Oh, I like that. Rags to riches. I knew that was a good title. I just wanted to make sure what you were saying. I like that. Thank you, man. Let's go hit me out for a thumbnail.
Yes, sir. Guys, the lives are
looking better. We got like 27 people in here, and I'm not sitting out here sweating and putting on the show and geeky enough for the geek club. Like, I'm not doing none of that, and I got 27. That's how it should be, right? That's how it should be. So I appreciate y'all coming in. Oh, buddy, I make myself laugh sometimes. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. All right, guys. Well, listen,
I'm gonna get ready to get out of here. Like I said, I'm gonna do a video. I'm gonna try to get up early in the morning and do a video because I need to do more videos. That's what I'm gonna be doing during the season. So I need to do more videos. Top 5 guys, this and that, whatever, guys. Like I said, it's not gonna have a lot of edits in it. I don't have time to do that. I don't want to spend 5 hours on editing the video and it get 300 views. It just ain't worth it. I'd rather just go drop the content, make sure the content is good, make sure you can hear me.
I'm saying I'm not
talking crazy. I sound good. That's what's important to me. I don't want to go and I edit this video and got all these transitions and the shit still don't do 500 views. Lonely B says, I wish every night could be a Saturday. I know that's right. Lonely B says, Javonte Williams went from rags to riches in the past month. Right. Right. He's decent now. He's the starting running back for them. Rami says, how bad did the Chargers look? Good God. They didn't look bad, man. It was preseason. They really wasn't out there trying to win. I think they need their starters to look good. They don't have a lot of deep bench players, man. Quentin Johnson, man, like I said, I think they need to switch his position to running back. I don't think they want to tell him that. I don't think they want to do it, but that's what they need to do. That was a terrible pick. They should have got an offensive lineman. It is what it is. Man, I've been thinking going for four straight wide receivers at 4th, and then grabbing the top running backs at 5 or 6 turn. Bro, this is what I'm gonna tell you. Take the best available players and let the strategy come to you. So if Amon-Ra's there, and then you come around, and Waddle is there, and then you come around, and then Nico or Tank Dale or somebody is there, or Malik Neighbors, and you come around and Tank Dale is there again, and you like that team, that's fine. But don't be missing in the second round, missing over guys like Devon Achane and Jahmyr Gibbs and Saquon Barkley just because you want a wide receiver. I don't think, outside of Waddle, what second round wide receiver is going to be the better than Saquon Barkley and Jalen Waddle? To me, I don't think there's any wide receivers outside of Waddle that's going to be better than Saquon Barkley and Derrick Henry and Devon Achane and Jahmyr Gibbs. So to me, I'm taking it just depends on who's on the board. I don't have no strategy. A lot of people keep asking me, TD, is this 0 RB year? This is double running back year? I don't have a strategy for you. Rock says, good play by the rookie quarterbacks. Right. Great play. Great play. Great play. All right, guys, y'all be safe. I see y'all later. Y'all be make sure you tune in. If you need help with your drafts, y'all know $50 a consultation, 30 minutes. If you are a Phenom member, you get your first consultation half off, guys. First consultation half off.
Yes, sir. Be safe, bro. You get $25
for 30 minutes for the first consultation. So if you make sure you sign up if you want that consultation. I'm not gonna offer that once the season starts. It's not going. That consultation is not gonna be there. So make sure y'all do that. See y'all later. Peace.